What's up, YouTube? It's the Phenom Ace here with another episode of Tekken. Yes, sir. Tekken 8 is here, and man, oh man, is this game a blast. Like, I'm enjoying Tekken. Then played through the story mode. That story mode is literally Fast and Furious, the fighting game. Love it. Top tier. The best Tekken has ever done when it comes to story mode. If you haven't played it, please do. It is a good time. No alcohol required. But what I want to talk about is customization in Tekken 8. And I remember looking at the videos of all this, and I was like, oh snap, this is about to be fire. We about to get back to the golden days of Tekken 6 with this. Like we can do everything. And I opened it up and I started customizing characters, and I'm like, damn, this is Tekken 7.1 in the customization realm. Like, it's a letdown to me, because some of the same issues that Tekken 7's customization has, Tekken 8 also has. It's like, why did y'all think this was okay? So I'm just go down a list of things that annoy me in realms of customization in Tekken 8, and just want to see what y'all think. Am I nitpicking, or do y'all think these should also be things? And just to start off, I'm not even talking about adding more stuff, because of course they should add more things once you start looking through and customizing it. I'm just talking about from the base of like the things we have and what we can do. So the one thing I want to start off with is hair. So when it comes to the hair customization, all the options you pick, they still have the same issue that Tekken 7 had. Is if you don't have your character's original hair, you cannot put hair accessories or head accessories on them. It will default back to their original hair, which makes no sense. Why can I customize the hair? Why did y'all not program the custom hairstyles y'all have to work with a headband? They don't work with headbands, they don't work with hats, any of that. They're not programmed where you can do it. You just get a big red skip sign like you're playing Uno that says these are not compatible. And it's ridiculous. Like, I can understand if I had a mohawk or something and I wanted to put a hat on top of it, and y'all like, we don't want to do that. That doesn't make sense. Maybe I can let y'all slide. But if I give my character a buzz cut, or I make him bald, or give him the fade, and he can't have a hat on, a headband on, I have to have my default hair, that's ridiculous. Like, y'all should have fixed that in Tekken 8. I don't know why that was even a thing in Tekken 7. It seemed dumb to not fully program it where these hairstyles also work with that. Issue number 2 is you have different eye-like styles. You can have like snake eyes, cyber eyes, demon eyes, all these eye options, but you cannot customize the color on those. Why can't we customize that? Why can't I do that? I don't understand why those aren't options, especially when I looked at the snake eyes and they're blue instead of green. I'm like, can I change the color on that? No. But now my character has to walk around looking like a blue eyes white dragon. So that is another letdown of just things. I'm like, y'all put this in here, but we don't have customization. But when I go to my avatar, I can customize the color of their eyes, which I don't even care that much about, but I can't do it for the characters. So that's another thing that I'm like, you should have got that done. Another thing is face paint. So you have face paint, eye makeup, those also don't have a color wheel option. They're also missing a lot of options that were in Tekken 7, which is weird that y'all just didn't port those over, because there wasn't even that many face paint options. It might have been like 6 or 7, but in Tekken 8 we only got 2. So that would be fine, I guess, because we'll probably get more. I'm assuming that we'll get more in the future. But the fact that we can't customize the colors and everybody just has the black and white or the makeup around the eyes, like you can't change the color of that, don't get why that's not a thing. Another issue I have is none of the elements from your original costumes, so costume 1, 2, and 3, you can use individually. You can't use any of those elements by themselves and create your own costume with. So with that, I mean, for Reina's costume, everybody knows her hoodie, Harada, they all wearing the hoodie, it's cool. But can you wear the hoodie and put on a different pair of pants and shoes with it? No, you cannot. It only works with that costume. So the 3 costumes that you get, one thing you can do on those is change the colors and add either sunglasses or a head accessory, and that's it. So I think that's something that should have been broken up. You can see it in entire body on customization, but if you go look at it, upper body, do you see the hoodie there? Your lower body, do you see the pants there? Even her shoes, which is crazy for Reina, the new character. I can put on Azucena's shoes, Zhao Yu's shoes, Nina's shoes, but I can't put on her shoes for her original costume as a customization for her. So just another thing, I'm like, why did y'all not just make this a thing? Another thing I had noticed was, even though you have plenty of color options when customizing your costumes, certain costumes still have it where there's a color on there that You just have to accept it as is, and you can't change it no matter what. Like, there's not even an option for it. And that was in Tekken 7 as well. I remember when I was customizing, I think Master Raven, I want to see if I can change the lights that go on like her futuristic outfit, and you couldn't. So I was like, okay, maybe that makes sense. It's a light, you know, trying to change the light and have that effect. Oh well. But Raven has on his second costume, his alternate, he has like these hexagons on there that are like a dark blue or purplish. Can't change the color of those. So no matter what you do, you can change the color of everything else, but you still look at those pants and they're like dark blue hexagons going on there that you can't change the color of. Why are we still doing this? You give us all the customization, you just forgot about this part. Let's nip that in the bud. So let's not do that anymore. Another thing that I had noticed, well, so when it comes to the secret costumes or unique costumes you can get from playing a Super Ghost Battle, which are usually just a shirtless version of the costume that you already have, or both alternates, I don't understand how some characters have like their rival or best friend they can swap and other characters do not. Again, I'm gonna mention Raven. In every Tekken game that Raven has been in, when it comes to his story mode or his like arcade ending, he fights Dragunov. They always fight each other. Even when Master Raven came to Tekken 7, she fought Dragunov. And she's supposed to be better than Master Raven, so why is she fighting someone that she should be able to wipe the floor with if she's better than Raven? But that's neither here nor there. But can Raven and Dragunov change costumes? Do they get alternates of each other after you go through Ghost Battle? No, they do not. What about Raven and Victor? You know, Victor is basically Raven's boss. They work in the same society, like they work with each other. And at the end of Raven's story mode, you even get something from Victor and he gets a promotion. Spoiler if you don't know, but Raven is now Great Raven. He leveled up, so he got a promotion. And I'm like, okay, they have a special intro together, Raven and Victor. They work together. Can't switch out their costumes. He doesn't get to get the swap of that, you know, have the sunglasses, little headpiece, all of that. You can put a Raven in a suit, but he doesn't have Victor's exact wardrobe or his costume. Doesn't make sense for him not to have Victor's or Dragunov's, and the same for Dragunov not have Ravens. I think that makes sense. Why did y'all do it for some characters? You did it for Jin and Harong. You did it for, who else? Paul and Law. You didn't do it for Lars and Lee, even though they're both the, you know, the stepsons, the illegitimate sons of Heihachi. You know, Lee being adopted, Lars having, I think he actually is Heihachi's child, just with his mom and whatever. So it's just, if you're gonna do it all the way through. Like, be 100% with it. Just don't do it for some people and not other characters. That's always a turn off for me in video games, when they're like, we're just gonna halfway do it. Some of these characters get it, some don't. Doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. So that's another nitpick that I just don't understand. Something else, at least in terms of story and lore of characters, in terms of like the costumes that they get, when you go through Kazuya's story or character episode, you realize that he's a sneakerhead. Now, he's always been a sneakerhead. They're letting it be known again that he is. You see all these sneakers in his closet after you win with him, and he has all the same sneaker options as every other male character in the game. What? Y'all didn't want to make a whole bunch of knockoff sneakers just to give to Kazuya just so it could be different than everybody else? That would have made perfect sense. Just missed opportunities that I don't understand why that isn't in there. So like I said, hopefully in the future we'll get more shoes, get more gear, all of that. Will it be free? I hope so, but maybe not. But still, it's just like y'all are setting things up and we're not getting the payoff in story and lore. You do stuff from some characters but not all. It just doesn't make sense to me why it's not thorough all the way through. Another thing that's really annoying is the accessories. The accessories in this game are so deceiving, because you look through, at least like when they were showing the videos of this when the game first was coming out, before it came out, gonna adjust the size of different accessories that you put on the character, change the position of them, all that, and it's like, oh snap, I'm able to do that with like all of them and change the color? No, you cannot. That is a lie. Like, you'll sit there and look at them, and some you'll have like all the options, everything grayed out. You cannot change the position of this, you can't change the size of this, any of that. Other ones you can, but it might be limited to where you can put it and different things like that. And on top of that, you can only have two. You can only have two accessories, which is basically the same thing as Tekken 7. We had like an upper body and lower body accessory, but there were more options in Tekken 7 than are in Tekken 8. Tekken 7, I think, had 70 or 75 or something for the top and like 60 or 50 for the bottom or something like that. So it was plenty. For Tekken 8, there are 50 accessories. You get two slots. and those 50 on for both slots are exactly the same. Why am I limited to only 2 accessories? First of all, that doesn't make sense. So if you want to put something on your character's shoulders, like I think I put the spike shoulders on who is it, Raven, to try to make it look like Reptile's costume. Those 2 on, all right, that's it. Like there's why only 2 accessories? So if I want those, I want to give a different hairstyle and add like a ponytail or something. Nope, that's it. I really feel like there should be more, at least like 4 to 5. I think it should only be a limit if you start wanting to make them like super large or make them at their max size or something like that. Like of course if you want 2 swords on your back at max size, maybe that could be an issue. Another thing when it comes to that is, like I said with the hair and different things, how if you're trying to put those on the character and put a headband on, it's gonna get the little red skip button that says these are not compatible. Why can't I adjust all the different accessories and then just give me a warning that says if you adjust the size of this, it is no longer compatible? And by non-compatible I mean is just because majority of the different accessories in the game, like either swords, guns, things like that, usually able to either hit someone with them or shoot it if it's a gun. So I'd rather be able to adjust those if it means that I can't use them, compared to keeping them the same size, same color, no customization for them whatsoever. And then even another thing with accessories, not all of them you can change the color of. Like if you have the crow, you put that on Raven or anybody else, you're getting that black crow. You got that ghost, you're getting that white ghost with the black eyes generic. You're not changing the color of those. So I don't know why all the items don't have the ability to either adjust the size, the position, and they don't all have the option to change the colors. So that's just some things that I'm just like, a lot of things just feel halfway done. It's like there were issues in Tekken 7 when it came to this. I don't know how many people were talking about it. I know plenty of folks said that Tekken 7 wasn't up to par with Tekken 6, and Tekken 8 isn't either. It feels like such a lateral move. It's like, okay, like we added some more things here and there. Now you have shoes, but I'm not even sure, like since we have shoes now, are there more shoe options than there were in Tekken 7? If you looked at all the pants, like of all the different pants options and shorts and whatever that you had in Tekken 7 that came with a pair of shoes, were there more of those overall than the amount of shoe options we get in Tekken 8? Because majority of the shoes are just, here's somebody else pairs of shoes you can wear with their costume. Like, now you can wear Asasina sneakers, or you can wear Steve's, or you can wear X, Y, or Z characters, Leroy's, but that's it. So a lot of the customization feels like a lateral move, feels lazy, doesn't feel like they did everything they could have. And another thing, at least when it comes to shoes and customization and stuff like that, why is there no option for, if there's something on my left arm and right arm, or left foot and right foot, why can't I just, change the color of only one so they can be different colors? Even get me started on how the avatars have more hair customizations, more facial hair customizations. You're able to change the eye color on them. They have clothing options that the characters do not. Why isn't everything that the avatar has for customization clothing wise, did you all not have it for the character as well? Like, that's such a letdown. And yet we can have our avatar dressed like certain characters, which they're probably going to add more of that to the game, but our characters cannot dress up with all the stuff that the avatars have. Doesn't make sense, and that's why I'm somewhat disappointed in the customization of Tekken 8. In some ways it's better than Tekken 7, in some ways it's worse than Tekken 7, but at no point it is as good as Tekken 6. And it seems like they don't even want to achieve that, or even try new and creative ways to make customization better. So that's the end of my rant. I do like Tekken 8, I do like the customization, but it could be much better. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.